This Is Us actress Alexandra Breckenridge teases Sophie's relationship status. New number This Is Us has long made a will they or won't they plot out of the childhood romance, turned sour, then sweet, then sour again between Sophie, Alexandra Breckenridge, and Kevin, Justin Hartley. In season 5, it seemed that Kevin might finally stop carrying that torch with his impending nuptials to Madison, Caitlin Thompson, particularly when Sophie called from a new number that supposedly has a long story behind it, and he had the strength to resist reaching out to her in the midst of his cold feet. But then Madison called the whole thing off, and fans have been left to wonder, is Sophie single again after previously being seemingly happily engaged? Might the Princess Bride reference in the season final time jump tip toward a Kevin and Sophie reunion, given its significance in their romance? Could she be the one all along? We caught up with Alexandra Breckenridge, who is also starring on Netflix's Virgin River, and she revealed that she does know the full story behind Sophie's number change. I asked this question. I said, "What is this story?" Because it really makes the difference as to how I play that question. I was like, wait, was there a tumultuous breakup? Like, what happened? Was he a creep? I don't know. It makes you spin out. Though she can't get into details, the real story is much simpler than Sophie hinted, at least as far as Breckenridge knows. Astute observers also noted that the This Is Us team went to great lengths to hide Sophie's ring finger, leaving her relationship status an open question. Breckenridge, however, says a choice was made, even if it's not visible. There was a decision made on whether or not she was wearing a ring, she teases. Because they didn't show it, I can't actually comment on that. Still, Breckenridge herself is holding out hope for those two crazy kids. Ultimately, I hope that Kevin and Sophie end up together, she says. That probably goes without saying. I think he's had a very interesting relationship with Madison, and I don't necessarily throw that relationship out the door just because it doesn't happen now. I know certain things that I'm not allowed to talk about, but we don't know if they'll come to fruition or not. But there is one thing that has nothing to do with the plot of This Is Us that could prove an obstacle to that happy ending, and that's Virgin River. One of our major issues is historically Virgin River and This Is Us shoot exactly at the same time every year, she explains. So, I have meant to go back to This Is Us and then haven't been able to go back. It's been a logistical issue regardless of character development, so we'll see what happens for the last season.